Hey, are you thinking about recording your own audiobook or maybe having an audiobook? I'm gonna do a quick audiobook walkthrough with ACX, okay? So we're on acx.com, and this is Amazon's audiobook arm, essentially. Now, if you're thinking about audiobook publishing on Amazon, this is probably the platform you may want to start with. You don't have to, but this is probably the easiest one to get started with. And it's ACX Audio Book Creation Exchange, ACX over here. And I'll just do a brief tutorial, hopefully, so you don't feel as freaked out as I did. So back in the day, I'm going to just log in so you can see. Back in the day, I did my ebook and paperback, and then I was thinking of audiobook, but I was really uncertain about it. I was apprehensive about it until I thought, let me just try it. Okay, so let me log in. I'm gonna blur out some stuff. I don't want people getting my details. All right, this is dashboard. Okay, so this is what the dashboard looks like. Okay, and you'll have your books posted where they're completed, and you'll see them listed over here. This is the number of units that has sold to date. All right, and you can have a look at your sales dashboard and such. Now, if you're new to ACX, you probably want to know how to get started. So the first thing you do, you hover over your name, all right, and then you add your title, okay? And when you add your title, I'm going to blur everything out, but essentially you type in your name over here, all right? You type in your name, a name, you type in, and then you search, all right? And then ACX will find all the books that you can look for your book, okay? You need to claim your book essentially, and once you claim your book, you will you'll be brought to a series of pages, okay? The series of pages you'll have will be 1, 2, so 1, title details, 2, chapter names, 3, distribution, and 4, review and post, alright? And if you've already got an ebook, it'll probably pull in everything else, and then you gotta post the copyright information, whether it's fiction or non-fiction, select the category that suits you, so these are all the categories that you can choose from, alright? And then you probably want to select, so do you want to receive auditions for this project, yes or no, okay? Followed by the description of the narrator you're looking for, okay? And then any comments you want to, include for the producers. So like me, I'm not a bestseller, I wish I was. But maybe you want to include things like, maybe you've got book awards, all right? Maybe you've got a social media following of, in this case, they've said 5,000 Twitter, 8,000 Facebook, So you want to kind of give some information if you want. I didn't. What I did instead was I just mentioned that this will be a series of books. And then I posted a script, all right? And you can actually put in the script, like copy and paste it over here, all right? But it should be no more than 2 to 3 pages, all right? You do not want it to be too long because we've got to respect the producer's time as well, the narrator producer. And this is just to get a feel as to whether they can read your book the way you want it read. What I did was I uploaded my own file, so I chose a script from my computer, and I believe I uploaded a Word document. Oh no, text file. So I uploaded a text file, so there's no formatting issues. Anyway, this is the first page, and once you've got that, you'll have to just go through the rest of the the process. Basically, it's really straightforward. There's nothing to worry about. So let me just give you an example of chapter names. All right, so these are kind of the chapter titles. So you have opening credits, copyright disclaimer, dedication, introduction, and so on, and all the way to whatever you feel like putting in. And obviously closing credits, they actually give you guidance on what closing credits should be, and you probably want to include an audio sample of your best best 5 minutes or less audio to entice a potential customer to buy your book. Now, I just want to mention here, the narrator will produce some audio clips first, and then at some point you're going to have to do a check before he or she goes ahead and narrates the rest of the book, okay? I think that's only fair because you want to make sure everything's progressing. They want to make sure that they are recording it the way you want it recorded, and so on, okay? So this is what the chapters look like, and you just need to choose like auditions, but essentially you can find a narrator on ACX, okay, and you get auditions, people who want to audition for your book, and you can message them directly. So let me show you the next thing actually. Before we close off, ACX actually has their own narrators, and you can search for them if you want, okay? So I wanted to show you that you can actually search for a narrator over here, and you can filter according to whatever you want to set your filters for. So maybe you want to filter through genre, maybe you've got a relationship, parenting, or science and engineering, play around with that, and then maybe you want a male or female voice. You may have specific language requirements. They've got accents that you can have a look at. I'm not a voice actor, so I couldn't do all of these or any of these, but if you have a specific one you're looking for, you probably want to have a look at that. Compensation for me is whatever you can afford, alright? Now I'm going to be honest with you, a decent average narrator will probably be within the 100 to 400 per finished hour. That will be the average, and you can decide if you're going to split your royalties or royalty share plus, I don't know. Me personally, I paid for my production. Okay, so I paid for my book outright. Over here, it's a royalty share or royalty share plus. That wasn't what I did. I just outright paid for mine. Okay, so you can choose something that's according to your budget, but you can find your narrator here. You can find a narrator elsewhere through recommendations or other websites. I just wanted to show you that you could potentially find a narrator on ACX. Okay, so if you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.